Hey there, I'm Coach Amy, Precision Nutrition Certified Nutrition Coach with Results Fitness, and the recipe I have for you today are black bean taquitos. So this is a quick and easy, only handful of ingredients, recipe that you can make. This is perfect for batch cooking as well. You can make a ton of these and freeze them for later if you like. And you can also either bake these or air fry. I'm going to be air frying them today. So I already have my air fryer basket ready to go. And to get started, you need some whole grain or whole wheat tortillas, salsa, taco seasoning, 1 can of black beans, a little bit of olive oil just for, dusting the tops to make sure that they get nice and crunchy. And I happened to find a chipotle smoked powder in the back of my pantry, so I wanted to add some of that to it for a little extra kick. So to get started, I already drained and rinsed the can of black beans. I'm going to add them to, I have the little Ninja blender that you could make, like soups and whatnot. So you can use a blender, you could use a food processor, whatever you have accessible to you. So I'm just going to add the black beans. And then I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of salsa. I'm using the Trader Joe's Fire Roasted. This is a favorite here. We use it in our house because it does not have any salt added to it. So if you're somebody who's watching sodium levels, I highly recommend this one. Just about 1/4 cup. Don't need much. And save that for extra dipping at the end. You could serve these with extra salsa. If you have some guacamole, you could have it as a side dish. You could have it as your main dish. It's good for a quick snack, whatever you prefer. All right, I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning. Now, I'm cheating today and using store-bought. I do usually prefer to prepare my own. Again, this way you can control the salt content. So that's why I like to use homemade. I had store-bought on hand today. It was easier, so that's what I'm going to use. All right, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of that chipotle powder that I talked about too. Not sure how spicy this is. I guess I'll find out after the fact. All right, and you're just gonna pulse this for a couple seconds. You don't have to blend it until it's smooth. Just wanna pulse it until it's all mixed together. So it's gonna get a little loud here for a second. Okay, you would think after all these years of technology and everything that we have, we could have a blender that isn't so loud. All right, so again, you want to keep this nice and thick. So you could see it's really thick in there. It isn't blended to, like a smoothie consistency. I'm gonna grab a spoon real quick. No matter how often I set up and prepare before I hit record, there's always one random thing that I forget about, and it's usually a spoon. All right, so I'm gonna get started with my whole wheat wraps. That's a mouthful. All right, so depending on how much filling you put in each one, you're probably gonna get about 6 to 8 taquitos out of this recipe. So you wanna start by, I like to put kind of a big plop in the middle. And then from there, I'm gonna spread it out, but probably leave about 1.5 inches on the edges to make sure we could roll these up without everything oozing out. So I'll show you here in 1 second. So I'd probably fill it about 3/4 of the way, leave that inch around the side. And then from here, you're just gonna roll these up nice and tight. And you don't wanna smash it. You gotta pay attention too. You don't wanna smash it too hard and have all the beans come out. But I like to press it so that you do have a little bit of the bean on the end because this will help keep this together as well. All right, then once you have that done, I'm just gonna brush the tops with a teeny bit of olive oil, again, just to make sure they crisp up when they're in the air fryer. All right, so I'm gonna place these in there. Again, I'm probably gonna get about 6 to 8 out of that. I'm gonna air fry them probably for about 5 minutes. Now it will depend on your air fryer, how long it takes. Same thing goes for the oven. I think the recipe said 375 for 5 to 7 minutes. Just kind of keep a check on it. You wanna make sure the tops are brown and a little crunchy. That's gonna be the perfect consistency. So I'm gonna go air fry these and hang tight and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with the black bean taquitos. These took probably about 4 to 5 minutes in the air fryer. Thankfully, I checked on them a little sooner because they were starting to brown. But as you can see, the tops are nice and brown. They're nice and crunchy. Save that extra salsa that you had from making the mixture for this, because that's going to be a great, side or a dip. If you have guacamole, anything of that nature, definitely great on top of this. One of my favorites to do with this is actually incorporated into my breakfast. I like to serve this with a side of scrambled eggs. And again, more salsa, always with the salsa. So anywhere you can add some extra flavor or build this into your meal, you're going to have, your complex carbohydrates, which are the carbohydrates that you want to aim for when you want to look and feel your best, because those are going to give you that long-term sustainable energy. So between the beans and the protein and the wraps and the carbs, it's going to be a nice meal to help keep you full and satisfied, and to help give you the energy for your next workout. So as always, I hope you enjoy. If you try out the recipe, let me know what you think, and have a great day.